welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for giving us a chance to get up and stretch our legs and grab some water and, you know, be happy we didn't drown. um, we are back. Oh no, everybody's moved around again? Oh no, Jupe, I tried to be quiet on Tuesday night to see, or Monday night to see if you noticed, but I think you may have gone to bed before that. Sorry, I gotta move everybody around. Unless everybody wants to switch characters.
I'm down. Let's do it.
As long as I get all of her crits, that's fine.
I don't think I have the flair to play Lee. Like, the little, comic book excerpts that he does, I don't think I can do it. Not that creative.
Awesome. So, oh, that's awesome, Jupe. Thanks for hanging out with us. Just so I know, on Roll20, can you guys see anything? Anybody except for Ember and Dogmeat?
I see pitch black darkness. There's nothing. All I see is my token.
Okay, that's not good, because some of you should be generating light at this point. Did that help when I moved you out of the wall?
Let me... Nope, it did not help.
Alright, in that case, I will just turn off the dynamic lighting, and I will figure out why it's not working later. Boom. There you go. Alright, so, our heroes have bested the group of cultists that they found up in the upper parts of the sewer. They also managed to not drown twice. Lee and Oliver and Dogmeat succeeded in getting away from the rising tide of the sewer, and the rest of them were able to figure out the Die Hard 3 puzzle in the center of the cultist area. And they followed this fluorescent green paint that led them into the shrine to Vault Boy that had been vandalized, that revealed a staircase heading down into the ground, where, sure enough, they've come into this sort of natural stone cavern, and all of the walls in this cavern have been painted with that spiral symbol, that sort of rotating fluorescent green symbol. And as the pale light of your flashlights is sort of catching off of all of it, you smell this sort of damp air that has this almost this like rotting stench on things, and this very musty, almost reptilian smell. What would you all like to do?
Most reptilian smell. Does anybody know what would make that smell?
Probably a reptile.
Thank you.
Didn't realize I was muted. I was gonna ask if I could identify that smell.
Yeah, anybody with the know-how creatures check can make that check.
Do that.
And let me know your guys' results.
I got a crit.
Of course you did.
Well then.
I've smelled the smelly smell. The smell that smells smelly.
Lee, do you also want to roll, or are you happy?
I mean, I could. I just I don't know if that's gonna be. All right, sure. I also got a crit.
Nice.
Roll 20,
I did not
what's
get
up?
a crit.
The game is rigged.
Wow. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Okay.
Elsie?
So both of you are familiar with this smell. Ember, you are familiar with the smell in practice. Lee, you are familiar with the smell in theory.
In theory.
This sort of thick, reptilian, musty smell, you get the impression that this is some kind of large reptile, some kind of apex predator. Either an alligator, possibly a deathclaw.
It's a nice 50-50.
So
Both got crits, and we think it might be a Deathclaw.
Yep, that's what it sounds like.
well, I guess we're hoping for alligator.
Right?
Definitely some kind of large reptile, though.
Okay.
This is not like a colony of iguanas or anything nice and lighthearted
It's
like
not
that.
7 iguanas in a trench coat.
Posing as a deathclaw.
Yeah,
Ember's
I
gonna
don't.
turn around and be like, "Remind me, what are we risking our lives for right now?"
Well, a
Part of-
senile woman gave us a riddle, and here we are.
Yeah.
What's
You're-
that
you're
riddle
not
saying? And
I do have that riddle in your guys' handouts if you're interested.
yeah, I think this is a good time to read the riddle. Where'd it go?
This was riddle 2, I believe.
Yes, and I'll share it in chat for everybody at home too.
The riddle does mention alligators, so we might be lucky here. But it is part of us getting to Vault 23, so I need to get in there.
Andy
This is where her
judging you
life
guys in
ended,
chat.
though. Don't judge us. You're not fighting an alligator. Get out of here. Safe at home.
He says that old woman has more sense than you guys. Then
Disrespectful.
Not untrue.
Okay, well, since we're risking our lives, Dogmeat and Ember are just gonna go for it. Do we want to go down the narrow pathway or the not narrow pathway?
The open area would be better in case something happens. We can move around.
Yeah, that's probably what the alligators think too.
We
So
could just keep turning right until we get to a dead end and then work our way back. That's how I solve mazes.
I'm gonna listen to my lizard brain. I'll follow Ember.
Is this like a big jump here?
So they're not super big jumps. They seem almost like steps that have been carved in. They're only like
Oh,
6
okay.
to 12 inches. Nothing higher than that.
It's not stopping us. Like we could. It's not like Pokemon Red where you like can't. Okay, cool.
I can't go back on my bicycle. Damn it.
Does it seem large enough that an alligator would not, if it's just an alligator, be able to climb up it?
You think an alligator would have trouble breaching that sort of shelf?
Yeah, so it might be good for us to keep high ground if we see alligators.
But 3 alligators can make a ladder system and crawl on each other.
That is very true.
Does that mean
They're smart enough to do that.
Get you stand in?
I'll go shit.
These spirals continue throughout the cavern, I assume.
Yes, they do.
Do we
And
see
as
anything?
as you guys are passing through each of these chambers, you are seeing some more of those posed skeletons that you saw in a few other parts of the sewer above you. There was the one that was lounging next to the beach that Lee found. There was the one on the karaoke machine that Ajax and Ember found. In this large chamber, there's actually a whole family of skeletons at a picnic table. With
Oh, that's.
Ember will turn to Ajax and say, "Don't touch them."
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about the whole serial killer angle.
yeah, there's actually there is a skeleton sitting at a picnic table. There's a skeleton with an apron on that says "Kiss the Cook," wearing a chef's hat, standing at a grill, and there's 2 children skeletons that are playing tag with each other.
Well then.
Is there any food on the picnic table?
There is not.
Okay.
How recent did these skeletons look?
You would guess not very recent at all.
Okay.
Okay,
And the
so
motif is very pre-war.
I'm gonna keep on trucking down the cave.
Nothing to see here.
I will follow.
Perfect. You guys find some more stairs leading down, down, down. You're not sure how deep you guys are at this point, but you can definitely hear the dripping of water up ahead, and you can feel sort of that claustrophobic feeling of being underground, and the reptile smell is getting more intense as you're heading this direction. In this chamber, you guys see there is a whole car that's been moved down here, and there is a skeleton that appears to be working underneath it, on one of those sliding boards, and there's another skeleton at the front with the hood popped up and just looking in the engine block.
Ember will turn around and say, so, again, we're sure we want to do this?
We have to get into Vault 23. At the end, I mean, I certainly have to, and I would like for all of you to as well.
If I let you go by yourself, you would die.
Leon
Yes.
called us his friends.
Almost.
I'm about to see a alligator, so I'm gonna stop.
All right. So
Can I grab the board, the board on wheels that the skeleton was on?
yeah, for sure.
Cool.
You about to skateboard?
Parkour.
It seems like it could be useful down the road.
You are halfway to being cast as a ghost on Ghost Whisperer.
I'm real excited.
Remember, you gotta put the rope around the gator's mouth, and then you just takes off, and you just cruise that through the waves.
So you all do come to the mouth of this next chamber, and sure enough, you see this area is sort of a large cavern, natural cavern underneath the sewer system that comes out to this ledge where you can see just soft waves of water washing up on the shore. There is a skeleton here that's sitting in a pool chair with a fishing pole out in the water. And you see on the fishing pole has been painted in that neon green paint. Reel me in.
Oh
No.
boy.
Ominous.
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
Seems like an idea I like. Can I inspect said fishing pole, good sir?
Yeah, for sure.
Does it have a reel that works?
It does have a reel that works. And it does
Oh,
feel
yeah.
taut. It does feel like there's something on the other end.
Oh no.
Okay, you guys ready? 'Cause
Wait, give me just a second before you go crazy. I am going to take
that's why we ask these questions.
the like makeshift cape that I made for dog meat in our last session. I'm gonna take it off of him if he'll let me, and I'm going to throw it into the water and see if anything stirs in the water.
Go ahead and give me a notice check.
I've got that. Crit.
Waiting for the other shoe to drop here.
To be fair, that's my first one today, so
Fair.
Ember's been getting them all.
So all
Yeah.
of the bad luck that the Mutants and Masterminds crew had 2 weeks ago, I found where it went.
It's because we're the favorites.
It's because we're the damn straight.
Now Andy's here. Now it's definitely true. All right. So as you throw that bundled up towel into the water, the towel hits the water and spreads, and it begins to soak through and it begins to sink in. And as it does, the towel is lifted from the water as a massive hulking creature emerges from the pool. It is
Can't see us, right?
Yeah, I was like, is it over its eye?
It's not over its eyes, it's over its neck. It's over its
Damn.
hump. Hump is probably the best word.
Now he has a cape.
Now it's a super Gatorclaw. So it comes emerging out of the pool. This 12-foot tall bipedal alligator with dark green skin, long, vicious arms. I've got a picture of it. I'll pop up on screen for you guys and for the folks at home.
I really hope this cult alligator speaks.
But it's like cute, right? It's wearing like a baseball cap with a little propeller on top of its head.
Well, it is live on the Twitch screen if you want to take a look at it. And I will bring up the handout on our end too.
Who disturbs my slumber?
Are you the diamond in the rough?
Are you a god?
That's a pretty strong god. I don't know if these cultists were so out of it.
Oh no.
Robnik says, "Gator Man!" Exclamation point.
It's Mansorian.
Does he have a trumpet, and a pirate hat, a
He does
crown,
not.
and a cape?
I'll pull him off of there. So he should be
Ooh.
visible on Roll20 if you guys can see
Oh
him now.
no!
No, it's a hard
Oh
pass.
no!
I managed to sneak Killer Croc into a Fallout game. You know me.
Crossover episode.
And I will say that you guys have advantage thanks to Oliver's crit. So you can decide who goes first.
Us.
Yeah, I would like the idea of us going
Us.
first.
Do we want to like leave?
We'll just head out.
We definitely don't want to be in the water where that thing called a death roll happens.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Hot chocolate almost went out my nose.
Okay, let's give Nessie some space. I'm readying my action.
Yeah, who all wants to activate?
I will activate.
Ember and Dogmeat will activate.
Yeah, Lee will activate as well.
Alright, all the heroes are activating.
Actually, I lied. Dogmeat's not gonna activate. Just Ember.
Alright.
And I'm sorry, before we start this, did Ajax reel that in before this? Or
Oh, hell no.
no. Okay, quiet.
I have realized the folly.
Is the line
Dude.
attached to it?
Yeah.
The line is attached to the Gatorclaw. It seems to be wrapped around one of its teeth.
No.
Oh.
Who did this?
See, you guys were both right. It was a gator and a deathclaw
Gatorclaw.
rolled together. Shout out to Nuke World.
Okay.
So, the players are all activating except for Dogmeat. Who would like to go first?
Ember can go since she's right in the front. She's just gonna shoot it, so nothing fancy.
I am
Okay,
terrified.
that will hit actually. I don't think that the cloud does anything for. No.
Does the
Is the
6 hit?
black one? It's a success.
Okay.
Is the black one an extra point of damage?
So when it has that white like POW symbol on it, it's an extra point of damage.
Okay.
Blank doesn't do anything.
Okay. Then
But,
that's
so it is a success that will hit. What's the damage on it? He has to roll an armor check.
2.
2.
2 energy.
I
That's a
rolled.
scaly boy.
I rolled a 1, so he does succeed. He does not take any damage from that first attack.
Oh no. Here we go again. That hits. And the bottle cap is 1 damage, ignore armor.
Oh, nice. And he actually fails. So he does absorb 1 point because he's got strong armor on top of his regular armor.
Oh,
But he does take one. He does take your damage minus 1.
Okay. So then 1 damage. And then let me roll my blue dice. So I don't get anything. So I'm done.
Okay, so you pop off 2 shots at the gator claws that emerges from the water. One does seem to singe the armor on his belly. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. I will charge him. 2 stun batons out. I ignore difficult terrain, so
That's right, you
I
do.
assume I'm fine
You
to
are
still charge.
this is a Floridian. He's wrestling that gator.
Florida man of the Fallout universe.
I'm also going to dump 2 critical points into it.
Nice.
So it will hit. He has an armor reduction. So I've got an impact. He, for a total of 6 damage. And I have a bottle cap, so he will be stunned.
Awesome. He is immune to stun, but
Okay.
you
And it's energy damage if that does more to him because he's aquatic.
all right. So since you did get the 1 armor reduction, he does not absorb 3 points, but he does absorb 1 point, so he will take 5 points of damage.
Cool.
Oh man, that stun baton's rough.
I have been rolling an extra black because I'm dual wielding. Is that's what we said last time? Okay.
Yep.
That is my VATS roll because I forgot to do it. So I can quick attack, right?
Yes, you can.
Oh. Oh, but that's a -3. So I do hit with a 7 for a total of 5 damage. 2 impacts, 4 damage.
He will absorb 3 of that, so he'll take 1 point of damage.
Okay. And then I've still got 1 more attack. So I will, or I've got 1 more action. Yeah, I'll hit him again. Sure. Why not?
Oh my lord.
And I will dump another 2 points of critical into him. So that is a total of there's an armor break in there and a total of 2, 4, 6, 8 damage.
Man, our Pokemon's way stronger.
Wow. Okay. So he takes 6 of that, which is actually enough to kill that Gatorclaw.
Oh! Oh!
Wait, that Gatorclaw.
What a baller!
I am more scared of Oliver than anything out here now.
But it did take a lot of my critical points. So
I think that worked out in your favor.
Yeah, worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down to only 4.
But are there more?
Okay, so and I'm in the water.
Now rip his skull off as a trophy and bring it back.
Are we still in combat order?
We are still in combat order, yes.
Oh, great. So I think that's all I can do this round.
You've done a great service for your country.
Wow. Okay. Whew. That was very exciting. So we still have Lee and Ajax, I believe, who can activate this round.
Okay.
Uh,
I will
Sure.
naively walk up thinking that's the only one and marvel at the creature before me. And then I would like to ready my shotgun in case another one pops out of the water.
Completely fair.
okay. Lee is. Yeah, I guess just going to try to do like some sort of notice check to see if there's anything else in the water.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a notice check.
Let me just check what I have to beat for that. Notice is perception, obviously. Under 5, and I don't get anything for that. So I get under 1, I believe, because my thing is 5, and I have -4 on notice.
Yes. Yep.
So I don't have high hopes on this one. Nope. No, he's too busy, like, thinking of issue of Grognak where he was fighting some sort of big lizard thing. I think there is one, but I forget the name of it. But he's just picturing that.
We're gonna get Oliver a big ass axe, like a big Grognak axe.
Yeah. He's planning Oliver's birthday gift. It's gonna be a big axe.
Do you want to do anything else with your actions? You could prepare an action if you wanted to.
I'll prepare a shoot if anything hostile appears.
Perfect. On the bad guys' turns, blue and green are going to activate.
Blue and green. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh no!
I probably should have asked, am I like treading water at this point, or is it...
You're pretty significantly underwater at this point. Not all the way,
Okay.
like, up to chest level, I would say.
Well, yeah, I hope that's your ruler, not the Great Gator's ruler. Well, that is.
No, that's me.
So Ajax
good.
and Lee both have shots prepared when something comes into view. So you both can take your shots if you would like.
Hell yeah. What happened to all my... Oh, all my stuff disappeared for some reason. That's unfortunate. Oh, it must have been when I reloaded the table.
Hmm.
So let me get my shotgun out. Okay. Here we go. There's a black, a green, a white, and then a blue for VATS.
Roll20 really, really likes you guys.
Today.
That looks like a crit and a bottle.
Yeah, it sure does look like a crit. And 2 extra damage.
Yeah, Alex, can I use my special ability? Go for the vitals and not have that gator come at us.
What does that do?
Says I get a bonus when I target limbs.
Okay. You want to target his legs and try to cripple a leg?
Yeah.
Alright, we can do a crippled leg.
Oh,
What's your
So
damage
that's-
total?
That's a 3 damage.
3 damage. I'll roll an armor check. So he does absorb 4 points of damage.
Oh no.
So I'm going to say that it actually does not cripple the limb since he absorbed the damage.
That makes sense. And I am just befuddled because my gun didn't kill the gator.
How can this be?
How could
Lee,
this
do you
be?
wanna
That
take your
man
shot?
punched us to death.
Oh, that might have worked. With a -2, that is enough for a 5, so that should hit
Perfect.
with an armor break.
With an armor break, so I need a 2. So he absorbs 1 point of damage. How much damage do you do?
Just 2 energy.
2 energy. Is that with the -1?
Oh no. So I guess it would just be 1 energy then.
Perfect. So the Gator Claws. This one is going to charge Ajax,
We don't do that.
and he will do his Death Claw Swipe, which is 2, or sorry, Gator Claw Swipe, which is 2 yellow dice, a blue dice, and a skill dice.
Oh.
He actually misses you.
Oh.
And he comes slamming into the area and he tries to swipe at you. And he will use his other attack to try and rend you once more with his Deathclaw Crush.
Does he sound like a wrestler?
3 will hit, and you have 2 armor reduction. Do you have any armor?
Yep, I do. I have 2 armor.
Alright, so I broke both of that, so you're going to take 2 physical damage, and you are stunned.
Oh no.
And this one comes swarming in this way, and he is going to...
Dog meat,
attack
no.
Dog meat.
Dug me to know.
And that'll be a 2 yellow, and since it's a charge, he'll get a black dice and a white dice. So he does hit Dog Meat with 1 armor reduction. How much physical armor does Dog Meat have? Is that a fail,
2.
Cat?
I was muted.
Oh, no worries. So he has 2. Since he has the 1 armor reduction, he goes down to 1. Dogmeat takes 3 points of physical damage. And he is not... He is not stunned. But I will roll his second attack on Dogmeat. Yellow, yellow, black... Or, sorry, blue, white. And the other one he misses. So, that's both the Gatorclaws that are in the immediate area. With Ember and Dogmeat still available to activate. Or no, sorry, Dogmeat's still available to activate.
Dogmeat. Yeah, so Dogmeat will try to tear out the throat of this alligator. So love to see it. Okay.
Love.
Yeah. Green and blue. Okay, so I think he did good. And the star is an extra point of damage, I think.
Oh, nice. So that's armor reduction to 2. He still has a 1. Okay, so he does absorb 1 point of damage. How much damage does he do?
Okay, so 3. 3 total, so if he absorbs 1, it's 2.
Perfect, and that's just on the first attack. And don't forget to roll a blue one for Dogmeat since he's close to Ember again.
Right. Yay! Alright, so we're gonna do that 2 more times.
Grr, grr.
4. What is he? Okay, that hits. Yellow. Green, and... So on his character sheet, it has something next to, like, with 1 bottle. Does 2 bottles also get that?
Yes. So looking at his sheet here, the bottle gives him... it makes it so the enemy is not allowed to take reactions. So if one of you wanted to get away from the Deathclaw, it could make an attack of opportunity. And the star gives him an extra point of... It gives him an extra action point.
Oh, okay. Well, then he only got 1 damage.
Gotcha. I will take 1 damage off. But he would have gained an action point, which he can use to move if he wants to. After his second attack.
Yeah. So he has 2 action points left, right? Because he rolled the blue one.
Yes.
For
Yep.
that, and then okay, so he'll attack him 1 more time, and then he'll run away since he has that non-reaction thing. Okay. Oh, never mind.
And X isn't going to hit, but he is still allowed to run away.
So he is absolutely going to. He's gonna run over here.
Dogmeat bravely ran away.
Yeah. He got hurt real bad.
Awesome. And that leads us back to the bad guy's turn. Or wait a minute, no, you guys had advantage. You guys had advantage, so you guys get to go next. Since that's the end of the combat round. So whoever wants to activate this round.
Oliver will activate.
Both Ember and Dogmeat will activate.
I will also activate.
You
Yep,
say Oliver,
same.
you mean Crocodile Dundee. Alright, so it sounds like everybody's activating?
Yep.
Alright, who wants to go first?
I can go ahead because I'm just doing some shootings.
Rootin' tootin'.
Go ahead and roll a blue dice for me.
Yeah. Well, no bottles, but still gonna take this trusty laser pistol, and it's definitely within range, so skill die, yellow die, green die. With that -3, it takes it down to a 5, which is enough for me to hit with my perception, and with the armor break.
Awesome. And you're shooting the blue one again, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get this thing away from me.
He does absorb 2 points of damage. How much damage do you do?
Oh, it only does 2.
So the energy hits into the creature's body and it sort of dissipates along its form.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to try harder with my second shot.
The problem is you
Wait.
guys aren't trying to melee them with a police baton.
Yeah, that's what I should be doing. That's what Lee should be doing.
Sorry, 2 police
Uh,
batons.
Oh well, that would work. It was 2. 6 is not gonna work for me.
So I think Lee is panicking a little bit after all of his machismo throughout the sewer.
Yeah, he was thinking of Mansorian was the character he was thinking of, but now he's like, oh no, wait, this is real, and the whole thing is starting to fall apart.
Man, sorry, it's gonna kill us. It's okay, Captain Cosmo, you got this. Who wants to go after Lee?
I will go in a panic. So, roll my blue die. Ooh, I got an AP. Nice. That's exactly what I wanted. I would like to drink some. Well, I would like the AP to break the stun.
I will allow it.
Okay. I will like to take a nice, refreshing swig of Nuka-Cola.
You can take a nice, refreshing swig of Nuka-Cola.
Heal me.
Let me double check how much it heals.
I couldn't find it in the PDF, and it wasn't under chems.
Yeah, it's
Can you
in
get-
items. But I didn't include it in the items that I listed there, because I was lazy. Let me see, Nuka-Cola. It is
For
refreshing.
shame.
You get that nice fizzy feeling.
Does it heal?
It does. It heals you 3 and adds 1 radiation, but you do gain an action point.
Oh, perfect. So it actually heals me 2 more, right?
Yes.
So I'm at max health.
Yep, and then you get a point of radiation damage, so that takes your max health down by 1.
So I'm 5 out of 5 instead of 6. Cool. That sounds great. And then I would like to use some psycho.
Yeah, you can take some psycho. That's cool with me.
Fun fact, kids, once you do drugs enough, they last an extra round with the perk I have purchased.
Look at all my
Okay.
drugs.
So the first round I get an extra point of armor. And then what I would like to do is pull out my shotgun.
I love that Ajax's plan was to, like, drink a cola real quick and then do some drugs and then unload the shotgun at the Gatorclaw. I'm here for it.
And yeah, can I use my 2 crits on him?
Yeah, you sure can.
And I want to go for a limb. I don't want no more gator on my claw. You know what? I don't like his arms.
That's fair.
So black, green, and then a skill die, and then it does something extra because I'm a short ranged.
Let me double check the double barrel shotgun. Double barrel.
Does it say to add a yellow?
Yeah, since you're doing a crit, you can only crit at short range, but you do get to add a yellow dice.
Okay, but I missed. It looks like
How much do you need?
I need a 6 or below.
Roll the
But
yellow.
accuracy takes it down 1, and so then if you use a luck point, doesn't that make it as?
Yeah, roll the
I will-
yellow and hope you get a... Or, yeah, I guess you have an 8, so if you spend a luck point, you'll hit.
Yeah, I'll spend a luck point. I prefer my luck points instead of my life. Okay, so I hit there.
Awesome.
I'm,
And then roll the yellow just to make sure, because you might do extra damage or might do an armor break.
Yellow.
There's an armor break.
There we go. I got an armor break. So that's 4 points of damage with an armor break, and I'm crippling a limb.
Yeah, you actually, since you have that advantage, and you got a bottle cap on your blue dice, or your black dice,
Mhm.
I'm going to say you actually managed to break an arm and a leg.
Oh,
as long
nice.
as long as you do damage. I have to roll an armor check still.
Okay.
But you're
Well,
doing
let's
4 damage, so there's a very good chance you're going to do damage. Yeah, so I rolled a 2. He's got an armor break of 2s, or with an armor break, his armor goes down to 2 plus 1. So he is going to get 1 point of damage, and a crippled arm and a crippled leg.
Nice. And I think I'm out of stuff to do. Is that right?
I think you have one more shot because you used a quick action to do your Nuka-Cola and a quick action to do your Psycho.
Hell yeah, let's shoot. Do it again.
Unload the other barrel.
Black, green. Where's my blue? I'm not used to yellow and blue. Then skill. Oh, and I crit.
Awesome. You got a crit and an extra point of damage, so that's good news.
Cool. So I rolled the yellow for the crit, right?
Did you get enough critical points to activate another crit?
I would need 2. Okay, never mind.
Okay, cool. Just make sure you write down that you banked 1. And those carry over from weapon to weapon. It doesn't have to be in the same weapon.
Okay, there we go.
Alright. For next week, I'm going to try to have a deck that I can deal you guys out crit points so you know how much you have without having to keep track of it.
Appreciated.
And he absorbs 4 points of damage.
Son of a bitch. Well, at least I'm tankier.
That's true, you are tankier.
Yeah, just stay there.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here for your sake, Hunley. Real team player over there in the back. I should know.
Lee's just remembering that this isn't fiction, so.
Yeah, that's it for me.
That was a good turn. So Lee and Ajax have both gone. We've got Oliver, Ember, and Dogmeat still.
Dogmeat will go. He'll run back over. And then he's going to use his critical points. He has 3. He's going to use 2 of them to do a critical attack. So, yeah. Come on. Not Dogmeat sheet. Okay. Yellow, green, blue. And then extra black.
Oh, yeah. Dogmeat scored an AP.
Ooh.
And he got an armor reduction and an extra damage. And whatever the atom bomb does for his dog bite.
That does something. Hold on.
I think that's the cripple.
What is that?
Is it like a arm and a cast? Or a limb and a cast?
Maybe. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so that is a crippled limb. Crippled arm for Dogmeat.
Grand.
So armor check for the Deathclaw. He absorbs 2 points of damage. How much damage does Dogmeat do with a +1?
With the crit. Oh, it's still 2. You said +1?
Yeah, because he got a black dice.
Oh, 3.
Awesome. And did he so he activated a crit. Is that what added the extra black dice? He does get another black dice for charging. So you can roll 1 more black dice to see if you get any more damage. Oh, no more damage, but that's okay.
Just so we know, I think it's a total of 5 points. It's 2 for the bite, an extra 2 for the critical, and then 1, right? Am I reading that card correctly?
You should be reading that right, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a total of 5 points of damage that they'll soak. Yeah, when you use the critical, you add that extra 2 to it.
Oh.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have done as much damage as I did.
That makes
sense. We'd have to bring the other one back to life.
There's an obvious choice here.
Thank you for double checking that, Will. So in that case, Dogmeat will do 3 points of damage and cripple an arm.
Cool. So yeah, then he'll use his AP. Well, let me roll his blue dice. Oh, nice. Okay, so he'll use one of his APs to attack again. That doesn't hit. I don't think. No.
Oh, he might still hit if you get minuses.
Yay!
And that's 2 armor reductions, so that's awesome.
Yeah, and then that's his the reaction thing too. That it can't react to him.
Oh, nice.
So he's gonna run again after.
Yeah, so he will take full damage actually. So 2 points of damage.
4
And-
points.
Was that a second crit?
Not a crit, so yeah, second.
Okay.
2 points.
And so he charged. He did a quick bite. He does have another bite left, and then a move if he wants.
Oh. Okay.
Because charging and the attack that's part of the charge is all one action.
I forgot that charging was like a thing. What does that on the accuracy die mean? That little stuff?
Extra damage.
He didn't hit though.
With a 5, he doesn't hit.
He got a 5? He rolled a 6.
He's
Is
got
it
a -1 on the yellow dice.
Oh my god, how did I not even see that? Okay, yeah, I'm like a mess. Yes.
No worries.
5.
No armor break, so he absorbs 2 points. And he'll take 1 because of the extra damage from that impact die, and that's enough to finish that Gatorclaw off.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So what does Dogmeat do? Is he runs in and abuses this Gatorclaw.
So he ran away because he was scared, and then as he turns around, he like sees Ember still right there, and he does his like little like no. So he runs back and he just sort of charges him, and he just starts like biting him in the places that he think will be like weak spots, and somehow ends up killing this giant alligator.
We're so glad we brought Dogmeat.
Literally, without dog meat, we would be dead.
100%.
Oliver is doing work too. Don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves us.
Oliver
With,
the whole team.
that leaves us with Ember and Oliver.
Oliver,
Oliver, not wanting to be outdone by a dog, is gonna sprint over here and charge this other friend. So that will hit with an armor break and a -1.
Awesome.
Yeah, and an impact. So for a total of 3.
Awesome. They haven't popped in yet for me, but I will take your word for it.
Oh, yeah, I rolled a 7, a -1 for a 6, and then an armor break and an impact and bottle caps.
Cool.
Or Nuka cola bottles.
And that's 3 damage, you said? And 1 armor break?
1 armor break, 3 damage, and he's immune to stun. So that won't matter.
Awesome. So I did absorb 2 points of damage.
Okay, so just 1. But I did get an AP,
Awesome.
so I've still got 2 attacks left.
Yes. Oh, everything just popped in at once.
Oh, cool.
Roll 20 is funny, I like that.
So I will hit again for another 3.
And this time he absorbs 2 points still, so he'll take another 1.
Okay. And I'll go again.
Woo! Is that a hit?
And I will use a luck point so that it will be a hit.
Excellent.
And I will also dump another 2 critical points. Crit points into it. So that is a total of 7 damage.
And
Nice.
he only manages to absorb 1 of it, so that is actually enough to kill that one.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Yay!
Clean, lean murder machines.
Absolute legend.
So the whole squad comes in and sort of just lays waste to the gator claws. Do you want to describe what happens, Oliver?
I just think I'm wet and I'm grumpy about it. So I will I'll race over here and kind of like you hear like the squishing of my wet bare feet against the ground as I come over and I just beat him over the head with stun batons until he falls.
And listening, you don't hear any more Gatorclaws sneaking around or anything, so you think you guys may be in the clear.
Nice.
I am surprised how well that went for you guys.
We're surprised too.
Sometimes the dice are like that. That's the fun thing of a random number game, right?
Yes.
We're basically superheroes.
RNGs.
All right, so Ajax, you're still jacked on your psycho.
Woo!
What is everybody else doing?
So I still have some food that was left over from when we ate at the lady's house.
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna let dog meat eat that.
Awesome. I will say that heals 2 points of damage with no radiation.
Is he still missing stuff? Because I have my food from her as well.
Yeah, he's missing 2 points.
Is mine good for 2 as well,
Yes, it
Alex?
is. Yep.
He can have mine.
Okay.
Dog meat's
Thanks.
just feasting.
Hey, Lee, can I borrow your flashlight real fast?
Yeah, no problem.
I'll give it back. I'm gonna wade out into this water and see if I can find anything of value under the surface.
Awesome. So you take the flashlight, you sort of swim around in this water a little bit, and sure enough, in the bottom of this pool of water, there is a trunk. It looks like a Vault Tech trunk.
Am I strong enough to lift this trunk out and up to the surface?
Yeah, I'll say you are.
Okay, cool.
You sort of swim down, you give it a good tug in the muck, and you pull it up out of the dirt and, dissipate some of the dust and debris that's down there. And you swim up, then you huck this. That's a pretty decent sized steamer trunk with a Vault Tech logo on the top of it.
Cool. I will check it for traps.
Good choice.
Is that like a notice, maybe?
Yeah, we'll call it a notice check.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. That makes sense. I probably wouldn't check. I'll open it.
Awesome. So you open it, and sure enough, you do find on the very top of this pile of treasure, quote unquote treasure, there is a holotape. Inside, I'm going to switch back over to the face overlay for this. Inside, you do find a combat shotgun that has it has this icicle motif on the right hand side of it, and it feels very cold to the touch. You can feel this sort of cryogenic energy coming from it. There is an environmental suit, which is sort of like a hazmat suit with a large helmet on it. It seems very safe for radiation and all that sort of stuff. There is a stealth boy, which is a tan box that allows people to turn invisible for small amounts of time. There is an airship captain's hat, which is this sort of black military style cap that has a zeppelin on the middle brow of it. There are 8 stim packs.
We can divide those evenly.
As long as we don't have to measure them out first. We got this.
And there are 1,600 caps.
Oh, baby.
And there is a, on the inside lid of the thing, it said, "This is a taste of the wealth of Vault 23." Written in that neon green paint.
I'll grab that holotape.
I feel like we're being tricked into going into Vault 23.
Are you going to play the holotape?
Yeah, unless we want to do the loot stuff first.
No, I'm coming down. I can't divide loot right now.
So, you pop the holotape in, and the interface on the Pip-Boy, the Vault Boy shows up and he turns into the spiral, and you see a series of 6 numbers appear and lock themselves into place on a previously unseen screen on the Pip-Boy. And this begins to play over your ears.
Welcome, treasure hunter, to the last place I was seen alive, the place where my old life ended, the wretched sewer blocks from my home, on the run from those who understand my passions. Never see this world for what it is. I expect you've seen my work, my art. I've left them here as a tombstone. If you survive the guardian of this subject, that means you have acquired not just a portion of the courage you need to open my guard, but have a sense of who I am. Those who gave me my second life hoped that the echoes of my previous existence would be lost in the stream. They were wrong. I hope you, at least, find what exactly I've done for the people. I've given them life everlasting, immortalized their art, and granted them a worthiness they otherwise would never know. Keep following my path. Come to my vault, and you will find your own sunshine in your own.
The doubling was not intentional. I don't know why it doubled.
Because we're in this really big cave, Alex.
Did it double for everybody or just...
Yeah.
Sounded creepier that way.
I caught bits and pieces, but I definitely heard life ended, follow my path, those who something. I missed that part, but it does sound very similar to the things we've already heard.
I've got the script. I'll copy it and paste it.
It sounds like we're chasing around a cult leader.
Yeah, one who apparently knows the way to Vault 23, but didn't open it for themselves.
One who has been brought back from the dead, praise be.
I mean, which might be lucky for us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop into the Roll20 chat as well. I have no idea why it doubled. That's so weird. Those who gave me money. I was very excited about that. I'm mad it didn't work the way I wanted it to.
Mm-mm.
And you said that there were like new points that came up on the Pip-Boy as well.
Not coordinates or anything, but a series of numbers.
Really worried the guy who discovered the vault is actually also the serial killer.
It's a good concern.
I was hoping they would be different people.
Yeah.
Of your own such immortality. Are the numbers anything like significant, by the way, or?
It's hard to tell. They sort of slot into place almost like a passcode.
What are the numbers?
I have not created them yet.
Okay.
In the interest of total transparency.
Well, it looks like we have what we need from this spot. Maybe we get out of here before we find some more of these crazy people.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Good job with those Gatorclaws.
Yeah, not a problem. Lee, can you do me a favor? As we exit, I'll just ask, can you change up the walls and stuff to make it so that this cavern is not accessible again?
Yeah, I can try. Once we're out, I can try to close it down.
Yeah, it seems to be like from the frequency of that box I gave you.
Yeah, I'll try to. I guess I'll wait till we get like to the exit, and then I'll close as many as I can and try to block it as much as I can.
Cool. Can I see it when you're done?
Yeah.
And I will try and smash the box.
It is easy enough to smash.
Cool. Just so nobody can follow in our footsteps.
So I take it you all are leaving the sewer after sealing up the walls in such a way that nobody could follow your footprints.
Yes.
Perfect.
As we exit too, I'll just take some of the blood that was remaining from those vials and I'll like smear it through the spirals just in case anybody comes back so they see that we've messed with it all.
Beautiful. I love that. That's cool. So yeah, all of you managed to emerge from within the sewer back out on the streets of the Commonwealth. Looking around, it's late afternoon at this point after your guys' sort of long dungeon delve. How would you like to proceed? You have a bunch of stuff that you could split up. You have a Pip-Boy full of mile markers that you could try to figure out the next location. You can go back and tell Myrtle what's up.
We're right by that boat too, right?
No, you're a pretty decent distance away from the U.S.
What was that, the Constitution? Yeah.
I'll pull you back up on the map here.
I would like to go back to Diamond City and prep up before we head out again.
Probably fair.
Yeah, we should probably do that. Stock up and then go to whichever is the next one.
Are we going to 4 next?
That would be my vote.
How much gold was in the thing?
1,600 caps.
So that's 400 each.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm assuming we're splitting that evenly, right?
Yeah.
For the people in chat, marker 4, that's the riddle associated with marker 4.
I'm also gonna take 1 stim pack for Ember and 1 stim pack for dog meat, just to let everybody know.
That's fair.
And then is everybody else taking 2 of the stim packs then?
I
Oliver
will,
and Ajax taking
I will not
2 each?
reject 2 stim packs.
I will give my 2 to Ember and dog meat so that they each have 2.
So Ember already has 2, so if you just want to give 1 to dog meat, then he'll have 2, and you can keep 1.
Cool. I'll give it to Ajax then, and I'll say, if I go down, stab me with this.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll take the last 2.
I'll mark this one's for Oliver with a little scribble. Just so I remember.
Just put a little O on it. Okay, and we've also got the combat shoddy, the suit, and the stealth boy, and a hat.
Stealth boy, sneaky snack.
Yeah, who wants that stuff? I'm just kind of looking at this hat, thinking it's cool looking, but
Take the hat. I already have my own hat. I paid money for it, so I'm attached.
Lee, if you want to mark down the airship captain's hat, gives you a +1 charisma and a +1 intelligence.
oh, I just thought it was a collectible
Oh yeah.
or a rare item, rather. Yeah, okay, I can hang on to the hat if no one else wants it, but so that we've got the invisibility thing, the combat shotgun, and the suit as well.
What's the difference between the combat and the double pump shoddy?
Well, since Lee is sort of examining the combat shotgun and the cryo energy it's sort of producing, I will tell you that it is a freezing combat shotgun.
Hell yeah.
Which has the ability to freeze enemies solid.
That's good stuff right there.
Yeah, it
Great
does.
take.
It does 2 physical damage, and its dice are 2 black and 1 blue, or 1 blue at longer range. and then its crit is 4 physical damage.
Are you taking that, Lee?
I could if no one wants it. I'm not super good with the long arms as such, but I don't know. I could try it. Like literally, if no one else wants it, I'm doing all right with 2 kinds of pistols that I have so far.
I like more long range weapons.
I'm more up and personal than a shotgun.
Hell yeah.
So the double barrel has the crit restriction on it. Is that correct? Is that how I'm reading this? It can only crit close range.
Yes.
Okay. So, you know, I'll swap out and we'll just sell the double barrel. I'll take the cryo. If that's okay.
Works for me. And then we've got the suit and the stealth boy. Who wants to be invisible?
One of
That's-
you guys.
That stealth boy increases our abilities to hide.
So the way the stealth boy works, if somebody wants to try and attack you, they must they have to first test their perception with a -4. So if they fail that, they resolve with a skill dice set to an X, so they automatically fail. And if they engage, the model remains still. If they succeed, they are able to attack you as normal.
Is that for an individual or is that for like a group of PCs up to X amount?
So the stealth boy only works on one person. And it lasts for 2 rounds in combat.
I don't want to give it to dog meat since he keeps getting hit.
Invisible dog meat.
I was thinking Ajax because he tends to hide behind me anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll need to take shots. I say, Lee, why don't you just keep it for now?
Okay.
It could be something that you guys whip out for an important something that you can pull out for a special situation.
Yeah. I just
Okay.
don't want to carry it.
I'll hold on to it, but I don't know if I'm gonna use it unless necessary. And that cool suit. Which I forget what that does.
The environmental
need to-
suit.
Right.
We need that for the radiated sea or something, right?
It'll definitely help with the glowing sea. But what it does is it has armor. It has an armor rating. So its armor, it counts 2 physical, 1 energy, and 4 radiation.
Wowza.
So you're guaranteed to block at least some radiation damage with it.
If this is an armor, then if I'm carrying it, I'm gonna be over encumbered.
I
Do
can
we-
carry it.
Are we going to take it with us or are we going to dump it at base?
I'll probably dump it until we're going to the water place, but
Glowing sea.
The glowing sea.
Well, I mean,
That's what I mean.
there are other places where we could come into rads. Is that better armor for anybody than they currently have?
sort of.
Probably better than
Doing
mine.
4.
Too.
It's not going to help me at all. So I don't need any of the stuff we found today, really.
Yeah.
I mean, if nobody wants it, I'll wear it.
Yeah. I mean, we could probably like trade these things as necessary if we come to a situation where we need to.
Yeah.
Lee is gonna be like slowed down because he's gonna be carrying too much stuff.
Oliver just loves radiation, so he doesn't even phase it.
I mean, I can always hold stuff. I'm pretty light right now. But if somebody needs something, then I don't want to take it from them.
Let's just carry it for now, and then we can.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Base.
All right, let's go back to our warehouse.
Can we get a spinning Ultraman transition, or do we need to?
Yeah, you guys are close enough to Diamond City. I'll say that you're still within the safe zone that the guards maintain, so you are able to back to the warehouse. And
Meanwhile,
meanwhile, at the Hall of Doom, as you guys sort of return and start divvying up the loot, I think that this is probably a good place to stop for the evening and pick up next week as we head for marker 4, if I understand that that is the goal.
yeah.
Sure.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
So
What about that guard that Oliver beat up? Is he still here?
he is still here.
Frankie. That was his name.
Frank.
Yep.
Frankie.
Okay, good.
I've got it written down. I have plans for Frank.
I just hope Frank doesn't have plans for us.
He doesn't know who we are.
I
Not
made a
yet.
powerful enemy. Frank the guard got dropped in one hit.
He's about to become like Megamind or something.
Oh no.
He's risen through the ranks of middle management to exact his revenge.
Awesome. So yeah, our heroes return to the warehouse. I won't leave a cliffhanger off this week. I'll be nice. You make it back. You dump all your stuff. You begin planning your next leg on the search for the search for the vault 23. Wow, English is hard. So, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. I hope you had as much fun as we did. I am very excited. Guys, go ahead and add 4 XP this week.
Yeah.
Since you unlocked one of the markers and you were able to vanquish all of those Gatorclaws. I was expecting that to be a rough time, and it was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I was scared. I felt roughed up.
We are going to raid somebody. While I'm thinking of that, everybody please make sure you listen to our podcast on Friday. We have a new episode coming out of Something Dragons, where Aaron, one of our longtime friends of the show, is leading his daughter and her friends through their first ever Pathfinder campaign. It's a whole bunch of fun. Monday we will be back with the next episode of Nether War, where our superheroes are trying to fight for the future of Earth Prime and all that good stuff that's going on. Tuesday we'll be back for Born of Rage, where hopefully Brian doesn't unleash Godzilla on all of us.
Hell yeah.
And next Wednesday we'll be back here for Fallout. So yeah, lots of good stuff coming from the channel. If you ever need anything at all, if you're watching on YouTube, please make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Please wear your mask, make good choices. Does anybody else want to say goodbye before we take off? Plug anything?
Bye.
Hey. Oh, check out Win with Dice on the YouTubes. New podcast episodes, coincidentally, also on Wednesdays, where we just talk RPG stuff, sometimes do recaps and interesting things you might have picked up from there. Actually, this week, we weren't talking about a game that we had run. We were talking about a game that we were both players in, me and my friend Ramon, and that had ended up with a split party situation. So, you can check that out, and you can hear about how that went for us. Spoiler, didn't go as well.
I was gonna say, who did it better? Did we do it better? Did they do it better?
Well, I mean, it didn't go as well in terms of players in good condition, and not unconscious and bleeding.
Awesome. Well, we're going to go ahead and raid Goblin Cave TV, because they were nice enough to raid us a few weeks ago. Looks like they're playing some D&D. So we're going to go over there and give them some love. We will see you all next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.